Test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. I think I was muted. Was I muted the whole time? Let me see. Yeah, I think I muted myself. But yeah, we got a couple sets we're looking at, y'all. We got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a second. We're gonna be looking at possible GJ buys here. If GJ can hold 193.90 as support, we're gonna be looking for buys going to 194.40. Let's see if we can break and hold this low. We see here price broke it about an hour ago, but failed to hold that support. So that's what we're gonna be waiting on. Then we're going to be looking at possible gold NGU buys. Gold failed to off the retest. Well, this low as support again. This is why we wait for a retest. We don't just enter because price breaks a level. Imagine we would have took a trade here just because price broke that level. We would have took an unnecessary loss. Again, you want to wait for that extra retest confirmation. So that's what we're going to be looking at here. We're going to be looking to see if we can hold this level as support right here. Yeah, as far as the other charts I went over in the Sunday chart analysis, I don't got them up. I got alerts on them. So if anything does happen, TradingView will alert me. So I'm just going to pay attention to these right here. Got a new 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. Again, I usually don't drop a video with the recap of the week, but make sure to watch this video, especially for new traders, because again, a lot of people are upset or getting frustrated, hurting their accounts or blowing accounts to pass, well, this month really. But like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about it because that's what I want y'all to watch that video. But this is why it's important to, again, not be greedy, actually pay attention to the charts. Because again, if you're not paying attention to the charts, price isn't going to always just smoothly push up and or push down depending if you're going for buys or sells. It's not going to always just fly through every single TP. And a lot of times I used to make this mistake, but I know a lot of people just make the mistake of getting used or accustomed to having high volume in the markets. But that's not always going to be the case, right? So again, you have to be able to adapt and adjust. And like I always talk about, I don't control the markets, you don't control the markets, right? Some people's upset with me about some of the signals or not calling signals last week. Was like, bro, if you know how to control the markets, let me know, right? That ain't got nothing to do with me. We're gonna see if we can hold this right here. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at these charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Again, it's Monday, and we do got a couple holidays popping off today. We're still gonna be looking to see if we can find a setup or not. Those just joining the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description and join the free signal, free telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. Again, we got a couple setters we're looking at. Make sure to watch the Sunday chart analysis. Like I always talk about, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but it goes over what we see price doing throughout the entire week. So we're going to look at possible GJ buys here. If we can hold 193.90 as support, we can look for buys going to 194.45. That's what we're looking at right here. Right now, we're waiting to see if we can hold and turn this low into support. Broke this low about an hour ago. Right now, we're waiting to see if we can retest and hold this level. We can also see possible GU buys. If GU can maintain and hold 35.60 as support, we can look for buys going back up to this resistance level at 35.95. Or if we can break that level, hold that support, we can look for buys going to 36.25. And then we're going to be looking at possible gold buys. We might look for the same exact setup we took a Friday. Again, if y'all was in Friday's live stream, y'all watched Friday's live stream, we broke this setup down as well as entered it. It was literally ranging in between TP2 and entry for literally hours up until pre-New York. But then that thing pushed up into this thing for us. Yeah, we're about to see if we can hold this level here. New 5 minutes just popped up. Gotta see what this next 15 looks like. Got about a minute and some change before the next 15 pops up. We're gonna see if we can hold this level as support. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Got some new videos lined up for y'all this week, as well as I got some new videos lined up for y'all on YouTube as well. This is what I like to see. We might jump in this in a second. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. I'm muted. All right. So basically, just to reiterate, this is the last line of defense. It's going to need to hold this level as support for the uptrend to come into play, right? Like we was talking about in the Sunday chart analysis. Again, price was literally just stuck in place all last week. If we go back in time, this is today's candlestick. This was last week on Friday. This was Monday last week. So you can see literally all week, GJ refused to break. It refused to break this resistance level here at 193.90. It also refused to break the support level here at 192.65. And we can see that when we go into the smaller time frame, again, just this lack of volume, tiny candlesticks, wicks. We're going to see that that's going to change this week and going into the new month. Again, this is the last week of the month. Got one more month to wrap up quarter two. We're already almost halfway through the year, y'all. Got GU and gold retracing. Yeah, that's a nice push right there. Again, we can hold 193.90 as support. We've been looking for buys going into 194.40. All right, new 15 an hour just popped up. So yeah, we're still going to be paying close attention to GJ. We're really watching to see if we can hold this level as support. Last time we broke above here, as you can see, we rejected, and then as you can see, since we've been live, again, just low volume, very wicky, very small candlesticks. Price pretty much been stuck in the same spot, same place this past hour so far. Again, it is a GP and USD holiday today, so do keep that in mind. So don't be too shocked or surprised if volume is dead all day or there's not any setups. But we're still going to the chart to see what's going on for the next few hours and maybe a couple of hours going into New York session. All right, y'all, just dropped the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana update for y'all last night. So make sure to check that out after the live stream, as well as catch all the other videos. And if y'all missed last week, I think it was last week, right? I'm pretty sure it was last week. Y'all missed, yeah, it was last week. Last week's free crash course live. Make sure to scroll up and watch that. Or if you just click literally this link right here, it's going to have all that stuff. It's going to be the first one right there. I'm going to be doing another one. If not this week, next week, I'll let y'all know. For those that missed the one we did last week. But again, y'all, like I said, we're about to be in the last month of Q2. It's time to lock in, y'all. This is the best time to lock in while volume is kind of slow. Because like I always say, unless this year's different, it has been different so far. Q3 is usually when we have the smoothest trade setups, right? That's how it was last year. That's how it was the year before that. So I'm gonna assume that's gonna be how it is this year as well. Looks like GJ is gonna try to hold this lower right here though. If you want to contact me directly, I can DM me on Instagram or TikTok or Telegram. I respond to all messages. But yeah, so ain't nothing really going on. No questions popping up in the chat. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for today, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's been in the live. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since the beginning. Shout out to everybody that's been alive since y'all joined. Again, make sure you hit that first link in the description. Check the free Telegram out. Went 4-0 or 3-1 last week. Still a great week last week, even with all the choppiness. And that's not including all the re-entries. I did re-entry the setups. This is strictly just the signals, right? No re-entries or anything like that. But also make sure to check out the Sunday chart analysis. Like I always talk about, the Sunday chart analysis goes over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. Check out last week's Sunday chart analysis. You will see majority of the charts when that's exactly as projected, even with all the chopping. Right, the chopping is the only thing the chopping is really did as far as our analysis is concerned. It just slowed down or delayed the moves we was looking for. All right, y'all. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow.